So Dynamite is tonight. I'm actually recording this on the Tuesday evening, just because the card was fully put out on, well, technically fully put out, but then he had an extra match on Monday. So yeah, we got the full card near enough. It is a 3-hour show, so do expect stuff to be added. But yeah, let's talk about what we should expect and how things I think are going to go. So, our first thing we're going to talk about is we'll be hearing from Swerve. Obviously, this will be him calling out Bandido, assumingly for, obviously, their match for the Owen at Double or Nothing. I would like to see something regarding him and Ospreay. Yeah, I feel like that's an honest bet, you know, to obviously set up the final here, but the tension between them two. But obviously, you still got the Brody King and Bandido stuff. They could even set Brody versus Bandido and Brody versus Swerve too. Again, I wouldn't be against that. Either way, there's a lot to do here with Swerve, a lot of ground to cover, because honestly, he's not been on TV too much. So I've missed a good solid Swerve promo now and again. So I feel like I'm looking forward to the match a lot. Probably my most anticipated match for Double or Nothing. But I can't wait. I cannot wait for that match, but I'm looking forward to seeing what it says. I would like something with Ospreay, but the main thing is him and Bandido. Let's just set this and light the fuse, because that is going to be a banger. After this, we get our AEW Women's Tag Team Champions, the Divine Dominion, going on against another 5-minute open challenge title eliminator. I don't know who, I don't know what. Might be TJ. I feel like TJ's the only one that kind of like you can go maybe, and then you could set something up for Double or Nothing, but I don't know if they want to kill TJ that early. It makes sense. That's the only one that I'm gonna give a shit about. If not, whatever. It's the Divine Dominion. It is genuinely whatever. After this, we actually get a solid-ass match. I can't wait for this. We actually get Tommaso Ciampa and the return of Mark Briscoe in their Anything Goes match. Now, their first match was Ciampa's, obviously, debut match in AEW. And I do want to cover their Ring of Honor match, because I've heard that's a classic too. I might do a match ramble on that if I can. Maybe not, before tomorrow, but still. And I'm looking forward to this a lot. I'm looking forward to this. I think Ciampa's been excellent. They've definitely put him on ice a bit. So I'm looking forward to see how he responds and just becomes undeniable again. And it's always nice to see Mark Briscoe. I think, personally, I don't know who you have win this. I think it's Mark winning. It makes the most sense just because he's on the return and stuff like that. But then also, when you think about it, Ciampa's got the momentum there. So it's kind of hard. Either or what they could do. Either or, whoever wins it, both of these guys are great, but I think Ciampa would benefit more from the win. But either way, whatever they do, I'm looking forward to it. This match is going to be incredible. Cannot wait. Talking about matches that I cannot wait for, we got a fucking match of a fucking century. Holy fuck, we're getting Shibata minutes. Yeah! Versus Will Ospreay of all people. Obviously setting up the Joe and Ospreay match for Double or Nothing and the Ops and the Death Riders, and obviously Ops and the Ospreay stuff. I don't care. This fucks. If you've seen my old video about Shibata versus Ospreay years ago, I done a match ramble on it like a week ago now. I really enjoyed that match. I'm meaning to cover their first Dynamite match after that recently, but this got announced. I was like, holy fuck. This is shocked. This is going to be my match of the night, probably. You're probably going to get a match ramble if it's good. But either way, Shibata minutes, bro. Oh my god, the Japanese GOAT. The fucking man. I don't give a shit, bro. If you cannot tell, it's my favorite Japanese wrestler of all time. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time. He's so good. And Ospreay, again, the story they're doing with him is great. Again, I would like to see something with him and Swerve, but I assume Joe's going to make an appearance, and then the Death Riders do a save. They might even set something up for the Death Riders and the Ops on Double or Nothing too, but maybe, I don't know. We're getting Ospreay versus Shibata. This is the me match if I've ever seen one. Holy fuck. After this, we actually get an AEW Men's Tag Team Championship match between the champions FTR versus the conglomeration of the combination of the conglomeration. That's a tongue twister of Roddy Strong and Orange Cassidy after Kyle O'Reilly gave up a spot for this. Now, you expect obviously for FTR to lose here. They've got the match with Cage and but I think there will be some sort of shenanigans. Maybe it's a closer match. Maybe they just get by skin of the teeth. I hope they really sell something going forward. Do I think RPG Vice mainly RPG Vice having involvement? I think they'll try, but I think obviously Cage and Cope will come out and make the save. there's some stuff you can do here, but I just feel like, yeah, this match, I'm looking forward to it, but it feels like a stopgap, and that's kind of its issue. I like the match. I love FTR. I love the conglomeration. I just feel like this is definitely a match that just building to stopgap, and that's fine. I wonder how they execute it. The Cage and Cope versus FTR stuff's been so long-winded in a good way. I've enjoyed it, but I just feel like it has come to a point last few weeks where it's like, okay, we're waiting, and AEW does have that issue sometimes with pay-per-view matches. But I just feel like this one, it just feels like, I don't know, I just feel like it just needs to hit that spot. And I don't know what it's going to be hard, and I don't want it to downplay Cassidy or Roddy. I want to see what they do. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they announce the Roddy and Cassidy match against RPG Vice or some shit for Double or Nothing. I wouldn't be surprised. But either way, as a match, going to be good, obviously, but, you know, it is a stopgap between Cage and Cope, and I expect to see them here as well. So after this, we're going to be talking about a match that's not on the match card graphic, was the one they added. We're going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about Ricochet, New Japan Global Champion Andrade El Idolo, and AEW National Champion Mark Davis, both of the Don Callis family, versus the Young Bucks and Chris Jericho. Obviously, this does build their Stadium Stampede match. The big call is, I think Kenny Omega's going to make some sort of appearance. I think he'll make a save, get that Golden Jets reunion. Fuck off. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I think this will be, I just like the Bucks. I like Andrade. This will be fun. You know what I mean? This is a match where I'm not expecting the most from it. I just think it'll be entertaining. I hope this is a match that they save for the latter half of the show, because I feel like making any sort of Kenny appearance, and even with Ricochet and Andrade, just in the same match, it's going to liven the crowd up, and 3-hour shows are notorious for running out of steam. But, yeah, you expect them running. Obviously, the Hate Syndicate are involved. Obviously, you still got the dogs and stuff. Yeah, it does make sense. But a lot of stopgap matches, it's a go-home, what you expect. But I just feel like this one, I like this. I'm just excited to see the Bucks and Andrade and Mark Davis, frankly. Ricochet I love too, obviously, but Jericho as well. Jericho's been not bad, but yeah. I think this match will be fun. I really do. After this, we actually get our AEW Continental Championship Eliminator match. Very important that's an Eliminator between our champion Jon Moxley of the Death Riders versus the Conglomeration's Kyle O'Reilly. Now, obviously, we have the whole previous history with Kyle and Moxley before Kyle got injured. Kyle making Moxley tap multiple times and being the thorn in his side. And I feel like this being the rerun them back, obviously since Kyle's returned, and obviously since, you know, after those defeats with Moxley and after winning the belt, I feel like you have to have Kyle win. I think that gives you the Moxley match for Double or Nothing. I think it's a good match to add to Double or Nothing. And frankly, it makes Eliminator matches feel something too. I feel like we've had a lot of Eliminator matches recently where the challengers have been, that have just straight up been losing. So what's the point of being an Eliminator rather than just a straight up title match? But I feel like this one, take advantage of it. Kyle obviously makes sense. The crowd will get up. It'll add a bit of unease against Moxley. But obviously the match, I think this is definitely, I would have Kyle win here. I think it'll be a great match. These two have proven they'll have a great match. I hope they get an ability to just go, fuck it, let's go balls to the wall. I wouldn't even be against this, you know, having some sort of shenanigans, even though it's Continental rules. But yeah, I think they will confirm Moxley and Kyle at Double or Nothing. I feel like that's an easy lock, to be honest, just from my interest. Obviously bias, but I just feel like it makes sense. And honestly, it would be a great call too. So yeah, do it for me, please. For me and only for me. So after this, we actually get our AEW Women's Match of the Night. I hate that we say to say a Women's Match tonight, but you know, we should get more. We are getting a 4-woman tag. We're getting Athena on AEW TV. Fucking wow! Versus and the Triangle of Madness, Julia Hart, Skye Blue, and World Champion Thekla versus Thunder Rosa, Mina Shirakawa, and the Brawling Birds, Jamie Hayter and Alex Windsor. Now, I feel like this is an obvious response to after last week, where they had the match with Shida and Shida teaming with the Brawling Birds, and Shida walked off as they got attacked, and then obviously, you know, there was a run-in saved by Mina and Thunder Rosa, so that was definitely a reaction to that. I feel like, obviously, again, building to the Double or Nothing match, you've still got Thekla there, you've got Jamie in the match. I feel like you've got to have something to do with Thekla and Shida here. They've got to make an appearance to the show, but that's obviously something I mentioned in a bit. But I feel like that is definitely something that needs to happen, and I think it will. I do think it will. But yes, Thekla and Athena, I hope to God they tease some sort of tension here. But Tekla's just the fucking best, so there you go. But yeah, I expect the heels to win here. I think that makes the most sense. But yeah, as a match, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to this. I'm just happy we're getting Athena on TV. I'm not on Ring of Honor. It's really fucking cool, actually. Believe it or not, people want to see Athena. Who would have thought? But yeah, really cool that she's on TV. And yeah, this match I'm looking forward to. But yeah, Shida and Stat have to have some involvement, in my opinion, 100%. However, our main event for our AEW Dynamite and Collision massive 3-hour show tonight, tonight, is going to be Darby Allin defending his championship against Speedball Mike Bailey. Now, the big thing here is, for me, one, I think this should have happened on Collision. That's a separate issue. It's not against the match. This match will be great. This match is really going to amplify what they set the precedent for on Collision, where Darby's wheels are falling off. They're starting to unwind, and Speedball's really going to amplify this. Max making an appearance, yeah, makes sense. I think the big thing I do expect here tonight regarding Darby is, I do expect Rush to make an appearance and announce his match for Collision. I think that makes the most sense in the world to be building it. You know, Darby, obviously, and Rush had a great match a while ago, and it's the go home, it really sell that point too. Makes the most sense. But I think this match will be a good turning point for Speedball. I do. I think we could get a Speedball heel turn or some sort of that type of action. I don't know. I feel like we could insinuate it. Him and Kevin have clearly got some sort of thing going on. And I feel like Speedball is a guy who, after losing the world title while Kevin, his tag partner, is doing so well with the TNT, we will get to him, and I feel like that's definitely an angle to go down. But as a match, bell to bell, I mean, this is going to be great. Speedball's energy, as you know, is how good he is, how quick, and Darby's scrappiness. This is going to be a real fun match. This is one of the most anticipated ones of Darby's title reign, which, again, insane high bar. But I cannot wait for this. Yeah, great main event. Honestly, going to close the show, touch wood. Max probably will make an appearance, obviously building their double or nothing match. But yeah, I think this will really put Darby to the test again, which is the point. But I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this a lot. It's not my most anticipated match of the night. Of course not. But I'm looking forward to this heavily. So yeah, that's my predictions for Dynamite tonight. Obviously, 3-hour show. Do I think any other stuff we don't know might happen? I feel like Max, Cajun Cope, Stat, Shida, I feel like all these people got to make appearances. The Hate Syndicate, obviously, people like that. I think Kenny's got to make an appearance, definitely. I feel like we've got to build a lot of this stuff. Big one, I do think Rush has to make an appearance here. I think we will get Rush versus Darby at a 1-hour Collision special, whatever they do on Saturday. I think they have to do that. Just for, just clarification, and just for, honestly, I've been saying the Rush thing before, like, even as soon as Darby got to go, I was like, they're going to do Darby and Rush. Yeah, I want to be proven right, please. But also, the match would be great. I think we'll get something to do with Kevin Knight. I think we'll get an appearance from Kevin Knight, obviously, for Collision. But, honestly, it's a go-home. Whoever's got a match announced for Double or Nothing, same with Bandido and Brody. And then, obviously, we get some few more matches announced for Double or Nothing here. I'm looking forward to this show. This show feels like a great way to cap off and get us really all a lot more excited. Great go-home to get excited for Double or Nothing. Yeah, going to be really fun. And, yeah, the matches look fucking great. So, yeah, that's my thoughts and their predictions for Dynamite and Collision's 3-hour show tonight. Let me know what you're most excited for. Shock, I'm getting excited for Shibata. No way. But, yeah, all the matches really look good. But, yeah, Shibata versus Ospreay. Oh, Tony, I fucking love you. You don't understand.